Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yashar Allah. Kol Haloyim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Bahasham Harakah Kodash for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the work. Y'all keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. Right? So, Most High is saying one of these days you're not going to hear these warnings. And it's a reason why you won't be hearing the warnings. It'll be because, first off, everybody has been selected, according to Revelation chapter 7, where the Most High says he's holding back the destruction until his elect get sealed. And the second reason will be because it's on and popping. Right? Everything you've been warned about is coming to pass, including famine of the word. Right? So when the famine of the word comes, just know it's real out here. Right? And clearly, based off of the atmosphere of society today, as far as the wars go, as far as the finances go, as far as everything, turning digital, it looked like they could be real soon. But let me read this article from Zero Hedge, speaking about, let me just read the title. Elon Musk free speech stance is dangerous. Columbia journalism fellow warns. Right? So free speech is dangerous. They already been tampering with quote unquote free speech. Notice how that word free comes with a clause. Right? From the 13th Amendment to the first. Right? You free with the exception of or only if you A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? But it says a Columbia University journalism fellow said Elon Musk's support for free speech on X, which was formerly known as Twitter, is both immoral and dangerous. Now, how is that possible? How is free speech immoral and dangerous? All right. Free speech should, stimulate brain cells, because if a person sees something that they don't agree with, that should then trigger a person to research to see if it's true or not. All right. So it sounds like they trying to move more towards a 1984 feel. And if you don't know what 1984 is, it's a novel by George Orwell that's about a big brother society that basically controls how people think, what they say, what they can and cannot do. And they control the narrative of history and the present. Right? And they've been slowly but surely doing so. And it's really been through policy. Right? Like Scripture said, in times past, it happened before. Right? I believe that's in the book of Daniel, where it says through their policy. See if I can find it right quick. Actually, yeah. So the devil been busy, man. You know what I'm saying? There's so much stuff going on. You really don't know what to focus on. A lot of people don't know what to focus on for real. But let me see. So Daniel chapter 8 and verse 25, and through his policy also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken with our hand. Scripture says there's no new thing under the sun, so there's no new person under the sun. There's no new spirit under the sun. So this same spirit that's being spoken of in the book of Daniel, chapter 8 and verse 25, is the same spirit that exists today, the same person, the same being, right? That's making these different policies in order to, try to cancel out the truth. Right? But they can't. Only thing they can do is try to twist the narrative and make it seem like what it's not, like they always do, right? But it says in this article, it says Anika Navarali, right, used to work on Twitter's trust and safety team, the unit within the company that censored information, oftentimes true. Read that again. Anika Navarali used to work on Twitter's trust and safety team, the unit with the company that censored information, oftentimes true. So they would censor information that was true and claim it to be false. Right? It says Musk eliminated the team. Right? So she got the boot. Her and her whole squad got the boot. Says she now is a senior fellow at Columbia's Toll Center for Digital Journalism. Right? It says, what has now become clear is that Musk's vision of speech on X is one of the greatest dangers to democracy, especially leading into the 2024 election. Now, what's so dangerous about the truth? Right? And you see who it is, right? Yeah, that's Eve, man. Well, it looks to be Eve. Let me say that. I don't know who her dad is, but it looks to be Eve. Right? Says she praised workers like herself for thanklessly working behind the scenes to defend institutions, whether right or wrong. Right? Like we just read from pretty much the first sentence of this article. She used to work on Twitter's trust and safety team, the unit within the company that censored information, oftentimes true. Right? Says Navalny and her co-workers, in her telling, were one of the last defenses to American democracy leading up to the January 6, 2021 mob attack on Congress, which led ultimately to our deplatforming former President Donald Trump. Right? Says she wrote, much like poll workers, social media trust and safety workers toiled thanklessly and behind the scenes for years to protect the safety and integrity of our most vital democratic institutions. Rather than invest in that crucial work, Musk took a page out of Trump's playbook, repeatedly and publicly attacking trust and safety workers. He unleashed the Twitter files, which revealed the names, images, and contact information of former Twitter trust and safety employees. But Musk went all the way out, right? And gave all the information away, right? As far as who the people that was taking down this true information, right? Especially the information dealing with the 2019, 2020, that thing that shut down the earth. Right, it was a lot of information that was coming out that was true, that was labeled medical misinformation, and come to find out later, it was true. Right? It says the journalism fellow says speech is evolving, complicated, and sticky. What's complicated about the truth? Right? The truth is the truth. It has no need to evolve. It's the truth. It's the same as it was in the past. It's the same as what it is today. Right? It says it requires trade-offs, flexibility, and tough decisions. It shouldn't be dictated by an autocratic CEO with absolute ideologies, but apparently it should be dictated by a crew of people that want to hold this place in a certain light, no matter if the light that's being shed on it is sincere. Right? It says Navalny wrote, repeating prior statements she has made on the subject. Instead of asking just free speech versus safety, to say free speech for whom and public safety for whom, she previously said during a congressional hearing. Right? That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro, these are the people that dictate the policies of this land. These are the people that the people in charge go to and ask advice from regarding these different topics. This place is over with. You could tell that The truth will be censored, bro. It already is, for real, for real. You really got to talk in code on certain things. It's going to ultimately be all the way taken away, just like Scripture says, right? The Most High said it. Guess what? It will come to pass, right? Says, so whose free expression are we protecting at the expense of whose safety? And whose safety are we willing to allow to go to the winds so that people can speak freely? Ain't that something? Right, so they can pick and choose who can speak freely and who can't. Right? Telling you, man, they're moving towards a new digital world order. That means that the old has to leave. That means that that piece of paper that is attached to the old, which is called the Constitution, has to be done away with. And they are doing away with it and have been for the past few years. Right? It says she is correcting that our conceptions of speech are complicated. I do not think there is some broad First Amendment right for the authors of pornographic books targeting kids to have their works in libraries. Okay, I understand that. In a certain institution, certain pieces of literature shouldn't be. That don't mean they don't exist. Right? It's a place for everything. And guess what? Social media is just that. It's social media. Social meaning the people. People's ideas. Right? It says, nor are men cross-dressing and scandalizing kids equal to the concerned parents speaking out at a school board meeting about sexualized curriculum in terms of the First Amendment. Neither does the Biden administration, which favors the former but not the latter. But I don't think it is complicated that there was true and verified information about Hunter Biden's laptop that the Twitter team censored. Right? Navalny's fears are just the latest that began more than a year ago prior to Musk's completion of his purchase of the platform in October 2022. For example, a Vanderbilt law professor said the purchase was deeply troubling. Right? University of California, Berkeley professor Robert Reitz also believed Musk's support for open debate on social media is a threat to democracy, calling it the dream of every dictator, strongman, demagogue, and modern-day robber baron on earth. Right? So certain information, right, if it's at the expense of others, should not be displayed. Now, I understand, just like old buddy broke it down, as far as the sexualizing thing. Got that, get that. We already understood that it was a certain place for that, right? Even when I was a kid, you couldn't go find the nudie magazines in every bookstore. You had to go to that dark alley place because it was a place for it, right? But as far as information that enlightens, information that sheds light on truth, right, and fades and peels away the darkness, right? Darkness meaning non-understanding, right? No knowledge. That should be everywhere, right? It should be everywhere. So who's to say whose feelings should be protected, right? But we already understand, according to the curses in the scriptures, these folk don't care nothing about us, man. Right? Scripture said we will only be oppressed always, man. Scripture said we will be the tail and not the head, man. So, of course, they ain't talking about our feelings. They don't give a damn about, you know what I'm saying, how we feel about a thing. So that ain't pertaining to us. That's pertaining to them higher ups and whatever they say should be. Right? But it says, in Musk's vision of Twitter and the internet, he'd be the wizard behind the curtain, projecting on the world screen a fake image of a brave new world empowering everyone. President Bill Clinton's former labor secretary wrote. Now, what word, Bill Clinton people? Man, stop. X still plagued and throttling problems as the college fix has seen, but overall the platform has improved and truthful speech, i.e. on gender, is better respected. Right? See how they always go back to the sexualizing thing instead of actual truth, because their stance on this gender thing, their stance on sexualizing social or society, it hinders the actual truth of spiritual things, truth of people's origins. It hinders that as well, and they know that. That's why this whole thing is coming about. This devil understands he has a short time. So the whole purpose of this devil's move is to try to slow this thing down, but they ain't understanding. This is bigger than man. This is bigger than humans. This is the Lord. This is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah saying it's time. My people are waking up. It's time for me to come and set things straight like he said in the scriptures, man. All right. It says that is a good thing and not complicated at all. Straight like that. It ain't complicated at all, man. It's time. Babylon is falling. It's a wrap. Right? So let me see. Let me get Sirach 1 second. I didn't mean to make this long. Hold up. All right, so this is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. It says, "Seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near." Better get it in while you can, because eventually this devil going to take all this information out. And if you don't already have it inside your spirit, if you ain't already been walking in wisdom to the best of your ability, you're not going to know how to do it when that time comes, right? Because when the famine of the word hit, that means ain't nobody going out to speak. That's what famine of the word means. So it's over with. It's a wrap. All right, so get it in now. Right? If you got the spirit to understand, the spirit to hear it, then hear it and walk in it. Right? Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. So with that, Yahweh Shem Yahweh these precepts in this video were edifying. Call Holoyim La Yahweh Sham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakakodah Shalom Yashalom.